Hey guys, it's Charge, and I just want to make one last video for Siege. I've been planning to make this video for a while now, and I never did, so I'm just gonna make it now. And I think I'm just gonna delete Siege off my PlayStation because it's kind of just taking space up. It's like 60 gigs or something ridiculous like that, and it's just kind of a waste. So I'm just gonna quickly make this video. So someone asked me a while back to make a sensitivity video on how to get better and stuff. I guess I'll combine those two. But the first thing I wanted to do was oh, and sorry about that, by the way. I I was just fucking around with the settings and I changed it to Japanese. Uh, and I was just fucking around with it. Um, First thing, sensitivity. I've used personally. I've used like several throughout the years of playing this game. I'll show you what mine is right now. Or actually, I'll go through every setting because I never did that. Interface. Sometimes I mess around with this. Most of the time, I just leave outlines off. Sometimes I put them on. I don't know. It's random. I don't really keep anything else different. Ping on, obviously. Cycle and side camera groups, you want to leave that on. It's just way faster and easier to navigate the cameras. Drone after prep. Semi-automatic. If it works best for me. Audio. Subtitles. I usually turn these off. I usually never have these on. I just left on just cause I was just messing around with stuff. Master 100, music 0, dialogue 100. Sometimes I'll turn this all the way down to 0. Sometimes I'll just turn it up to 100. Depends on the day. Voice chat. I usually don't keep this at 100. I just reset the audio so that 100. I keep it at like 80 or like 75 sometimes because some people are really fucking loud, some people are really quiet, so dynamic range, it really doesn't matter. It seems like the audio sucks no matter what mode you put in. Like, so I'm just keeping on hi-fi for now. I don't really care. Calibration, brightness, 65 looks the best for me. Oh, settings, here we go. Electric version disabled, obviously. Vibration, I usually keep this disabled because I just get distracted on the vibration. Um, Vertical 65, horizontal 100. Left stick dead zone, I usually keep this on 5. I usually keep both these on 5. The right and left stick dead zone. Controller rotation, don't ever turn it to update, put it to updated. It just feels really stupid and inconsistent. Aim assist, you obviously want to turn that off if you're practicing your aim in Terra Sun. Gadget deployment advanced. Obviously, you don't want to be caught putting a frost mat down or something, and then Ash running up a staircase behind you. Drone deployment advanced. You don't want to be able to die getting on your drone just because you have this on standard. Controller layout. I don't know what the point of this is. If they made it so that the L1 and R1 would switch with L2 and R2, it would be way better, but they apparently don't feel like doing that. What the fuck? Why? Ugh. ADS sensitivity. I usually just kept this on standard because I didn't feel like fucking with it. But then I actually did the stupid, what's it called, the ADS calculator thing that they put out. And I got these. You can copy if you want. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Um, just because they're so like close together. So I usually just keep on standard. But if you want to, just use advanced and use that ADS calculator for whatever. But the thing I want to say is, since I've used multiple sensitivities, I'm gonna tell you all the ones, like the major ones I've used. Um, so the first one, I think the first major like sensitivity I used where I was just like destroying people was 30 vertical, 64 horizontal, 5 dead zone obviously, and then 36 ADS. That was actually what's his name? Damon the Great. That was Damon. I copied Damon the Great's. I'll never forget this. I copied Damon the Great's sensitivity after playing a game against him, and I won that game. And I copied his sense, and like the next game or something like that, we got him again on the theme park, like the old theme. It was like it was like 4 years ago, maybe. I don't know. It was a long time ago, basically. But I copied his sense and beat him again on theme park with his own sense. And I got like 12 kills against him or something like that. So it was pretty funny. And then sometimes I use speedy sensitivity, which is 30, 85, 50. I didn't go to 30 vertical because it felt way too slow for me. So I would either go on 45 or like 65 or something like that, or like 60. Um, yeah, that's that. I didn't use speedy sense for that long, I don't think. Who else I use? I tried blazing sensitivity for a while. Holy shit. What is it? What was it again? Oh, here. 40 vertical, 80 horizontal, 40 ADS. I tried it. I don't know. I didn't seem to do that good with it. I just think it was a little too slow for me at that time. So I didn't use it. Apollo, actually. I used 6500, 45. Wait, was that the... He told me his sense once, but I think he fucked a number up. If it was like vertical or ADS, he screwed something up. And I was playing on that sense for like months, and I was like, wait, your sense is like blank, 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 right? And he's like, no, my sense is, I think it was 50, 145. His actual senses, I think. 50, 145. Hmm. I, uh, yeah, it was something like 50, 145. I used that for a while, and I was doing good on it. And actually, at some point, I used 100, 100. Now I know that seems crazy, but I I mean, here. 100, 100. Blah, 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 blah. I'll just keep on standard, because I don't remember what the... Was it 50? Maybe 50. But you never want to put your vertical the same as your horizontal. I don't know why, but just look at this. This is how fast I can spin, right? Doesn't seem that fast, right? This is how fast I look up and down. It just seems like your verticals somehow, like, see, you need to tell when I'm going left and right. Like, it's not as fast as going up and down. I don't know why it's like that. It's somehow fucked up. So you don't want to put your vertical the same as your horizontal, where it's gonna go like that, where you literally flick up a little bit and it goes like halfway up your screen. It's really bad. I honestly don't even know how I played on 100 for a while. I guess I was just that good or whatever. But anyway, and the last sense I kind of really used was, oh shit, what was it? All right, 45, 75, 55. And I think 45, 75, 55 might have been the sensitivity I used for when I did go for. I'm such an idiot and I hate myself so much for this, but I never saved my sensitivity for when I went on those kill streaks and the go fors. I don't know why, I'm just a dumbass. Well, I actually do know why. For some reason, my brain, I don't know why, but I thought that for some reason, if I went on controls, if I had a good sensitivity, and I went on controls and looked at that sensitivity, I wouldn't be good on it anymore. Or I was afraid that I would accidentally put 45 to 44, and then it would make me feel really off, and I would do like horrible. So I like never looked at my controls because I just had that feeling. I'm an idiot, I know. I don't know. I hate myself for that, but whatever. I mean, doesn't matter. I mean, just because I was doing good at that time with the sensitivity doesn't mean I'll do good now. If we're talking like reality here, but still, I would still kind of like to know like what it was. But it was something along. But yeah, now we're gonna talk about how to get better. Oh yeah, wait, I never showed you accessibility, custom. It really, this doesn't matter, like, what you use. I wouldn't use, like, black or something. Oh, well, actually, no, I would use black, because that's probably the most realistic. I, I wouldn't use, what was it? It was something that looked, like, really stupid. Was it turquoise? You don't want to use something light, like light blue, because sometimes if you have, like, certain optics on, it, it, like, fucks with your viewing, and it just looks stupid. So I usually just keep mine on, like, purple, or default, or black. And optic opacity, you always want to keep this at 100, unless you're, like, here. I never even mess with this, because I didn't really see a point in putting it. Like, see, it just, I don't know. I guess it would be more realistic if you turned it to, like, 80 or something instead of 100. But I usually keep mine at 100 just to, like, gain the advantage. I don't know, maybe I would do better. Maybe I would do better with a lower optic opacity, because it would help me. The only thing I think of is it would help you see through the optic more, if you get what I'm saying, like the reticle. Because sometimes I do get killed from that shit where I'm aiming at someone. I'm literally aiming at someone's head, they, like, peek into my reticle, and since I'm using, like, a reflex or something and it's that stupid triangle, their tiny ass head blocks, like, it's blocked by the reticle, and it gets me killed sometimes, because they can, I'm literally, I can't even see them. I don't know what this really is for. I guess if you're, like, deaf or something, I don't know. I just keep it off. But yeah, now I'm gonna talk about how, you can get better. And honestly, I'm not gonna go too in depth with this, because it's really not that difficult to get better at this game. People keep asking, you know, how to get better, You just play the game. Like, that's not it, obviously. I'll talk a little bit more. But literally, all you have to do, play the game, get a good squad. Do not play with a squad that doesn't play how you want to play. If you want to play, like, serious, and you want to win, and you want to, you know, I don't know, go fours, and you want to just, like, be good at the game, don't play with a squad that wants to do casual all the time and just fuck around and be boring. Unless you're into that. But I would find a good squad that matches your playstyle. Make sure they're not, like, silvers or something. You don't want to play with silvers. I guess if you are silver, play with silvers. I don't know how you're even silver in this game. Potato. Unfortunate. But you really shouldn't be playing with, like, lower level players. I would look up everyone in your squad if you just met them and you don't know them, to see if they were ever, like, diamond or champion. If they weren't, I wouldn't recommend playing with them. But I mean, it's up to you. And next thing, all you have to do to win ranked games is just work together. Every team that Apollo, Hoop, and I have faced in, like, the past, like, 2-3 years have told us after the game when we smacked them that they were, like, impressed with how much we communicated, like, how communicated, like, just, like, established we were as a team. And that's one of the main things for this game, and being good at it, is working with your team. And sorry. And droning for each other, that's another thing. Often I see people don't even drone in this game anymore, and that's one of the biggest mistakes you could make. They literally give you 2 drones to each person, and no one uses them. And that's so stupid to me, because it's really just, they give you free drones to get intel for your team and call out and stuff, and no one uses them anymore. That's what you want to do. That's how we're so, like, what the hell is the word I'm looking for? We're just really good. We're, like, team players, and that's how we're team players. coordinated. Fuck's sake. um, we're really coordinated, and that's kind of the reason we just call out everything we do. Like, I'm putting a mirror here. I'm staying in this position. I'm watching the hallway. I'm droning bedroom and hall 90 and connector and all that. That's how we play. And most teams just don't play like that in this game. They just run around saying, "All right, I got Jaeger," and they rush into site and die. And they're like, "Oh shit, yeah, Mute killed me," and the next person runs in, probably dies. People just play stupid in this game, and this game doesn't require you to be fucking Albert Einstein or like Eisenhower. You really don't have to use your brain in this game that much. Literally just drone for your teammates. Get on drones when you die. Ask for a drone in a certain spot if there isn't one already, and just talk to your team. Honestly, just talk to them. Um, Ask where they are. Ask what they're doing. Ask if they can watch your back while you're opening a wall or something. Communicate with your team and get to know them. And don't play with shitters. Um, and don't play with shitters. And what else? Uh, I don't. That's pretty much it. Like, to get better, just practice your aim yourself. I mean, if you think you're not good and you think, oh, my teammates are so much better than me, practice your aim in Terrorist Hunt. Fuck around with a few sensitivities. Don't stay on one sensitivity like most people will tell you to do if you look up. Oh, there's not one good sensitivity. You have to, it's your personal preference. That's not true. They're just saying that shit. I don't know why they're lying. There is a good and a bad sensitivity. You don't wanna. Here, you know what? I'm just gonna do this shit. Just make everyone see. Say I just started this game, right? And I'm like, oh boy, I can't wait to have the best team in the world to be Bolo on console. Um, oh boy, might as well use Ash and oh fuck, I have Extend Bro on there for some reason. Shit. And oh, my aim's gonna be so good. Let me just check my sense here. Yep, looks good to me. Looks good to me. This is all good. Oh boy, we even got the controller rotation updated. That must mean it's better. Oh, we got aim assist enabled. Let's go. Wow, this might be too fast for me. This just feels really weird and awkward. You know, that's so. You don't want to be playing fucking default sensitivity. Never do that. That's a bad sensitivity. Put your dead zone down to 5. If you have stick drift, keep going up till you don't. Take this shit off. Leave it at classic. Don't play at 20 horizontal and 10 vertical. Turn off vibration because it might be distracting to you when you're shooting at people. And plus even when you're vaulting over shit, it's enabled. It vibrates for some reason. Like, how would that even make sense? So leave it off. Don't go below. What's it? Don't go below 50. That's what I would say. Don't go below 50 horizontal because that's just gonna get you killed. Don't go below 30 vertical because that will get you killed. Uh, Leave aim assist off because you want to be practicing your aim, not letting the game aim for you, like fucking Warzone or something. Sure. I still don't think that game needs. I wish they would take stupid aim assist off of Warzone, so people would actually have better aim on controller and not just, oh, let me just turn on super aim assist and let the game have aimbot for me. It's so stupid. Um, Controller ADS, I would start out with standard. Don't go in advanced unless you're familiar with how it works and what like calculator you need to go on for it. I would just leave it on standard if you're like newer, or if you're not sure if you would like how the advanced option feels and you would just like how the regular Siege was. I wouldn't go below um 35 or like 30 for your ADS. Maybe if you're like one of those players who like to hold angles everywhere, go like 24 or something. So when you're aiming, you know, you can flick that spot without like, you know what I'm saying? You can't, if you have like 50 ADS, when you flick, you're just gonna go like all the way over here or something, or like right here, and that's bad. If you have like 24 ADS, you can flick this instead and flick back if you need to for someone else. If you just play like that, if you like to hold angles. Now another thing I have to say is these two correlate to how your ADS feels. If I put my ADS to like 40 or something, it's gonna feel different than when I put it on 21 ADS. So when I flick now, it's gonna go to here, and it's gonna feel a little bit faster. People never mention this, but these two sensitivities have to do with your ADS sensitivity. They relate to each other. So the faster your horizontal and vertical is, the faster your ADS is going to be, no matter if you keep it at 40 or lower it or higher it. It's gonna make your ADS faster if you put these two options up. And most people don't even mention that on controller. So if you want to turn your sense up and you want to go to like 70 and like 45 or something, make sure that you keep your ADS going with it, or you just know how it's gonna feel when you change it. Because now, since I changed my sense and put it up a lot, now when I flick, it's gonna go all the way over here, and it's basically just gonna make my ADS a lot better. And now it feels really awkward because it almost feels like my ADS is faster than my horizontal, and that's not good. And that's what you want. I didn't even hear that because my volume's down. That's awesome. Dude, stop. Oh my god, it's so annoying. What else? So just remember that, you know, when you're practicing, you gotta mess with your ADS every time you change your, horizontal and vertical, you gotta fuck with your ADS a little bit to get it feeling good again. But I would recommend, if you're new, start out at 40. What did I say it was? Not to go. Don't go below 30. Don't go below 50 on your thing. So I'll start at like 30, 50. Try not to let your vertical go too close to horizontal. Unless, like, if you're playing 100 horizontal, don't make your vertical like 95 or something. It's not even 90 even. I'll go to like 60 because your vertical is always gonna feel faster than your horizontal if you put them around the same number. So, but yeah, I would start out at 30, 50. Then I said not to go below like 30 ADS unless you're like a angle player or something like that, and I'll go like 35 or something for your ADS playing. Rank thing, I would recommend finding a squad like I said, and make sure they're not assholes who talk shit to you every time you fuck something up. If someone's a bitch to you and just keeps complaining about how you're playing and doesn't even try to attempt to help you when you're gonna fight some more or do something better, just stop playing with them. It's not worth it. They're a piece of shit and they don't deserve to be playing with you. And you know, it's your life, so don't waste it with assholes who just talk shit to you. So there's that. Make sure at the same time, make sure they're not like bad or anything. You don't want me playing with like, you're really not gonna be getting better if you're playing with like 2 silvers and 1 gold. You know, I just want to join a good squad, kind of, quote unquote good, like a squad team, and then ask how to get better and ask if they could show you how to play better, what angles to hold, all that. Another thing was just learning your callouts. Ask them if they can teach you all the callouts and stuff. Love your team. Whenever you got named the gun names. so slow. I hate that shit. Whenever you're calling out, just make sure you say the right call out so you don't get anyone killed. That is kind of annoying. So you just gotta know all the call outs and just call out for your team, and you'll eventually get better. I mean, it's up to you really. You just have to find your right sensitivity, and if it doesn't feel good after a while, change it. That's what I did. You know, sometimes it didn't feel good after a few months of playing on it, so I changed the sensitivity. Then it felt good again, and I was destroying people. And yeah, most people are gonna tell you, oh, you know, if you find a sensitivity that works kind of well for you, no matter how it feels, you just gotta keep on playing on it, and you'll get better. No, that's not how it works. If it feels bad after a few months, change it to something that feels a little better. And if it feels worse after that, a few months later, change it again, and just keep changing it, because you want to be consistent with your like aiming everything. You don't want to go from going 11-2 to, oh, one day my sense feels bad. It's been feeling bad for the past few days now. Now I'm going from 11-2 to like 6-5 or something like that. Change your sensitivity after that, and see if you do better. And you just keep changing it till you do better. Uh, and pretty much that's just it. I mean,